an area, no lights on yet. Many things.
Looks like the downed helo is right there to our front.
I see it, but I don't see the... Wait. I think the crew is in the third compound north of the helo. I can see their IR strobes, and it looks like they're getting surrounded by the tally.
Okay, let's get comms with Spartan and start engaging anyone with a weapon outside of that compound. Let's also get that compound marked.
It's marked. Got 2 armed. Should see it on the sensors.
Got 1 armed.
Spartan 2-1, Spectre 1-1. Spartan 2-1, go. We arrived in the AO and have eyes to a down helo at grid locations 01783, TAC 92117, break. It looks like the air crew moved south from the helo about 200 meters to the nearby compound. We'll support the crew until you arrive. Spectre 1-1, copy all. We'll reach out when we get close. Out. Targets into the compound. Take care of them.
Got 3 armed. Got 2 armed. Got 3 armed. Got 2 armed. 1 armed. Got 3 armed. Got 2 armed. Got 1 armed. Got 3 armed. Got 2 armed. Got 1 armed. Got 3 armed. Got 1 armed. Got 2 armed. Got 1 armed. Got 2 armed. Got 3 armed. Got 1 armed. Got 3 armed. Got 2 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 armed. Gun 3 armed. Gun 1 armed.
Ready!
Friendlies are moving. Watch your fire. Guess they didn't like that last compound.
Relocating should keep the enemy guessing. But let's stay on them.
southwest. We're where the hero suit. Out. Sector 1-1, we've been engaged. Multiple RPGs. Continue support.
We got you.
Gun 3 armed. Gun 1 armed. Gun 3 armed. armed. Gun 2 armed. Gun 3 armed. Gun 1 armed. Gun 2 armed. Gun 3 armed. Gun 2 armed. Gun 3 armed. Gun 2 armed. Gun 1 armed. Gun 3 armed. Gun 2 armed. Gun 3 armed. Gun 2 armed. Gun 3 armed. Gun 2 armed. Gun 1 armed. Gun 3 armed. Gun 2 armed. Gun 3 armed. Gun 2 armed.
compound to your front.
Roger. My scouts are moving. Ready! Gun 3 armed. Gun 2 armed. Ready! Gun 1 armed. Gun 3 armed. Gun 1 armed. Gun 2 armed. Ready! Inspector, we got them. They seem to be a little rattled by your firepower. Don't think they were expecting the support, but they said they owed you all one. Right? We're still seeing sporadic fire down here. Overwatch us back to the down to you so we can set up a course.
Copy, we'll be here as long as you need us.
Tango. Gun 3 armed. Gun 2 armed. Ready! Gun 3 armed. Gun 2 armed. Gun 1 armed. Ready! Gun 3 armed. Gun 2 armed. Gun 3 armed. Gun 2 armed. Ready! Sector 1-1, Spartan 2-1.
Send it, Spartan 2-1.
We should be good to get this cleaned up down here. Appreciate the fire support. Gun 3 armed.
Moving out. One of the vehicles is moving right now. Yeah, you are clear to engage it. Okay. Clear to engage. Stand by. Do not engage. Do not engage. Just monitor. Roger.
Channel is good. You can bring it up to our channel elevation.
One, you are now clear to engage the moving vehicle. New nominal. Clear. Any personnel around you see?
Stand by.
Yes, there are personnel. Clear to engage us also. Affirmative.
Still.
That first target confirmed.
Hot foot. 2-3 armed.
3, Spectre 1-1. We are 1 mic out.
Copy that, Spectre 1-1. Before we move out, I'd like to get some eyes on that area. Can you push the target compound and provide some recon?
You got it, stand by.
Nav, have you already set the target point on the compound?
Yep, it's marked.
Perfect.
Not really seeing anything. Was Intel expecting this place to be guarded?
I thought so.
Look, the door just opened. Three guys just exited the building. I don't see any weapons on them. Two of them just got into that vehicle. They started it. They are moving now.
Okay, let's give Reaper a sit rep.
Reaper 3, this is Spectre.
Send it.
3 individuals just exited the main building in the target compound, and 2 of them got into a vehicle. They are moving down the road towards the east.
Copy. You see any armed personnel around there?
Negative, we haven't seen anyone else in or around the compound, and the 3 individuals do not have weapons.
Copy. Monitor that vehicle and see where it leads to. We suspect there may be Taliban strongholds around here that would provide QRF to that compound break. Maybe that vehicle will lead us to one.
Roger, we're on it. Just turned, now it's heading west. Staying on that outside road heading west. He stopped. They are getting out. Reaper 3, looks like that vehicle stopped at the compound just south of the target compound, and they've exited the vehicle. I'm not seeing any personnel at the compound right now.
Roger. Let us know if anything changes there. We're heading out now.
Okay, crew, mission's a go.
You see that? They're coming out of that south compound. 2, 3, 4 personnel. Looks like they all have weapons. Reaper 3, Spectre 1-1.
Send it.
We've got movement At the southern compound, I count 4 personnel have exited, and some of them are armed. They're getting in vehicles now.
Copy. Hold your fire until I clear you to engage. I don't want to go loud until we are on target. Hold it here and we'll wait to see where those vehicles go before proceeding.
Solid copy.
You heard him. We aren't cleared to fire until he gives us the go-ahead.
Reaper 3, they are heading east back towards where you are.
Roger.
Reaper 3, those 2 vehicles just turned south and are heading away from you now. You should be clear to move in.
Copy that. We're moving out.
Nav, keep an eye on those vehicles. Let's have the other sensors overwatching the team.
Roger.
Spectre 1-1. As we approach this compound, we need you to be keeping eyes around our perimeter break. We'll set up a cordon around the compound with our gun trucks, but we'll need you to intervene against any QRF force break. I say again, you are cleared hot on any hostiles that are approaching our cordon.
Copy all. We're cleared hot on any hostiles approaching your cordon. Out.
Gun 3 armed.
Okay, guns are good to be slaved and armed now.
Gun 2 armed. Gun 1 armed. Gun 3 armed. Gun 1 armed. All parties, making entry, out. Got on med. The compound is confirmed to be what we thought, Bray. We need some time to process things down here. Keep up the support.
Roger, we're on it.
Gun 2 armed.
Gun 3 armed. Gun 1 armed. Gun 3 armed. Gun 2 armed. Gun 3 armed. Gun 2 armed. Gun 3 armed. Gun 2 armed. Gun 3
Inspector
armed.
1-1, we're all good down here. We'll be pulling out. Appreciate the air support.
Roger.
Nav, do you track where those first vehicles went?
Affirm. They left that truck on the side of the road to the south. What are you thinking? Possible V-bid?
Yeah, let's reach out to command on this one.
Okay, wait one. They gave the go-ahead to destroy their place.
Copy. Let's get over there. You guys are cleared on that as soon as we have good firing geometry.
Gun 1 armed. Wow, look at that secondary.